we're straight back into action here, live from the Bridlington Spa, St John's. So there's the York accent coming across. Rodeo. This is the BI World Blackball Championships, partnered by the WPA. This is an under-23 singles. Nathan Gambino of France v Kumeshen Nadasen of South Africa. Round 1, so this is a race to 7. Welcome to everyone that's tuned in live on Billiards TV, on Facebook, on YouTube.
Ladies singles on table 26, Adele Luke, Joyce Angelina Super. Adele Luke, Joyce Angelina Super, table 26.
All right. So this could be an absolute quick-fire match. Straight away, Nadasen with an early opportunity to put the first rack on the board in this race to 7. Oh. Well, a big miss there. There was a chance there for Nadasen to really put emphasis on this first frame, but don't think Nadasen would have thought he'd be coming back to the table this soon on. Gambino offering an early sighter at this black ball. It's a nervy start here in the arena at the Bridlington Spa. Lots of people around watching this great match. So for those that are just joining in, there's been a massive opportunity for Nadasen to take this frame in the first visit. And Gambino came in and, well, a nervy first shot. But he hid around the red for a hard return for Nadasen. And then, after there, it's just been all Gambino. And that is not ideal situation to be in. Tied to the black. Is it touching ball? Well, we'll soon find out. If it is, it's an absolute lifeline. T-Man, unfortunately, it's just this one table. Moment. A big hit here from Nadasen, and, well, he's gifted this frame to Gambino, one that it is literally a Christmas present, you could say.
Right, I'll see you
in a bit.
Thursday.
See you later, mate. First frame on the board for Nathan, and, well, even though it's the first frame in this race to 7, there has to be a reason why Kumeshen is looking a bit disappointed in his chair. Looking up into the dome, hoping to not make any more errors like that Blackball he had on the first visit. Second frame, Nathan Gambino from France to break. It's a race to 7, it's the under-23 singles, and it's the first round. Absolute crunching break there. Anything that I have picked up from my time covering some of the French team playing, they all have a very, very disciplined way around the table. There's nothing rushed about it. Someone tell me if that's something that is taught in the national scene in France. They all play the same way. Within reason, obviously everyone has their own little quirks here and there, but wow. A ball from either of them was hung over the pocket. Not this one. Could give Gambino an early 2-frame advantage. A nice bounce off that right-hand cushion. 2-frame lead to the Frenchman in this early stage round of the under-23 singles, live from the Bridlington Spa in England. This is the BI World Championships 2024. Welcome to Bridlington. That's the harbour, that's the beach, and the sunrise, and this is the Bridlington Spa. Iconic in the pool world, hosting pool events from the early 90s. And it continues to this very day with thanks to our sponsors and partners. Visit East Yorkshire, Bridlington Spa, East Riding of Yorkshire Council, and our equipment sponsors. Supreme Winner Tables by IQ, Strachan 861 powder blue cloth. It's a Nat Plus cloth, easy to clean, easy to brush and maintain, keeps the pace, and wow, is it ever so grippy. The Aramith Pro Cup balls, the pinstripe black and dotted white is synonymous with the 7-foot game, and the Smart Rack, the rack of choice for this competition by 8balldirect.com. You can buy it today for $34.99. International shipping is available. For those new to the coverage, my name is Sam Jones. You're watching a TYPLive broadcast. Welcome, and we have partnered up with Billiards TV in America to provide coverage to a lot of Samsung devices and your other favourite smart devices. This opening round is a race to 7. Some scratcher. I'll check all my cables in a minute. Two seconds. See how that one goes.
Table 14 in the ladies singles. Benicia Roberts, Emil Carnero.
Well, he's come back a little bit too much for that one. Well, he's overhit it. But a cut back to the bottom right is still on as well, looking at it. It's tight. Not much of the bag to go at. Looking at my angle, looking at it on there, it looks like it flies in. Look, it's coming to the bottom left. Oh, it goes in, it flies in. Camera angles are deceiving at times. this arena, to those with a keen eye, may realise that it is from the IPA Tour. Kevin Barton is the tournament director of this World Championships 2024. So let's see seats around the arena getting used.
Table 8 in the ladies, Suzanne Allen, Joanne David, Suzanne Allen, Joanne David, table 8.
Oh. I think I might have sussed out what it could be. Someone were charging the phone and it were on top of the cable. Might be some signal interference through it. Yeah, it was probably the phone that someone's charging. I went to plug it into the one of the extensions and it would knocked over 2 cameras and a couple of lights. Let's take over this one. Afternoon, Mr. Turner. Glad to see you tuning in, as always, to a TYPLive production. Nicely positioned here to drop down the table. Red into the left middle. Back before we know it. Nadasen could be with a massive task on hand. That any better from there, really. on this black bottom left-hand side, bottom left-hand bag for a quick 4-0 lead here in this under-23 singles. It's round 1, so that's a race to 7. Wow, is Nathan really picking up? He's picking up pace in this race to 7. Well, if that sums up how the match is going and how Nadasen would feel going dry with so many balls clattering into that red, you wonder how it stays up. But stays up it has. Well, Nathan Gambino is human. South African contingent are cheering on for their fellow compatriot.
Still waiting for Nadine White on table 6, please. Nadine White, table 6.
Gambino sprinting to a 4-0 lead. Nadasen will be hoping to stop the rot here. In a race to 7. It would never be pretty to be 5-0 down. You would wonder how you can come back from it. Nadasen taking these out in one visit on reply from after his own break. I'm certainly telling Nathan Gambino that he is still in this. And it is all still to play for.
Table 15 in the ladies. Sharon Biscocamp, Brady Rickard. Sharon Biscocamp, Brady Rickard. Table 15.
It is sounding a bit loud around here now. I think there's a few, as well as in the arena, or up on the balcony. On the balcony is one of our cameras. Now we'll be looking down on the arena that you can see left centre of your screen. May actually move that camera directly above us. I'll see. Nathan Gambino to break, leading 4 frames to 1, and that loud roar just signifies the Esmeralda. Afternoon, Muffin. Afternoon, Trish. And to everyone else that's tuned in. Someone just came to the booth, so I just didn't see what happened while Nadasen had ball in hand. We'll have a watch back shortly on that one to see.
On table 3 in the under 23 singles, can we have Dylan Kerwin, Leighton Naker. Dylan Kerwin, Leighton Naker on table 3.
Well, the referee has come round.
Flight Mashaba. Jackson Agale and Flight Mashaba, table 27.
A bit interesting now. The referee's come over just to have a chat with a few in the crowd.
The 23s, Wandil Masani, Nicole Delaney. Wandil Masani and Nicole Delaney, table 13.
It's certainly getting loud out here. We can tell that the Singles and the pairs are going to be the one where the voices rise as those that may have been knocked out earlier or just simply not playing yet are going to come and support their fellow countrymen and country ladies in their fight for glory. Gold medals, silver medals and bronze medals are all up for grabs. Grinding out frames. But no, the French are just strong at doing so. Anyone for a re-rack? Sonia is probably going to be the same. Double deckers, crisps, and that's about it. The chili and rice didn't really take me fancy. It's always a late dinner trying to squeeze it in between matches. Oh dear, that's not an ideal place to be in. Ugh. He's still got the centre yellow to go at, but I'm sure he'd have been thinking of a lot more easier pot and an easier white ball to control. He takes the bag, and reds are less than ideal. But the composed nature of Nathan Gambino could start seeing a very strong safety battle from Nathan to try and keep his frames at a distance. Obviously, Kumeshen Nadasen would want slightly different on that one and to put it back to 2 behind. Without stating the obvious, obviously a lot better than being 4 behind in a race to 7. He hasn't got much time to be recovering this one back. This red here can go into the cluster. And disturb a few and see where everything lands up. I know. And delicately dropped onto this one for the middle. looking to go into the left-hand yellow. I'll tell you something, that yellow's gone into a lovely position. He can use that to guide himself into the two reds and cannon these. Talk about having a helping hand towards your quest. Let's go in the middle. Oh, thought he might have nudged him a little bit. He must be confident, taking the one to the top and then coming back for the other into the middle. Why move balls if you're confident at taking them at where they've been? Both top bag then. How's he going this one into the middle? He's going this one into the middle. Roll into the black. Nudge the black further to the left.
In the under 23s, table 21, Graham Williams, Ryan Carroll.
Absolutely flew in there. Didn't need any help off the yellow. This black to go 2 away from round 2. The under 23 singles here at the BI World Blackball Championships, live from the Bridlington Spa here in England. My name is Sam Jones. You're watching a TYPLive broadcast. This event is sanctioned by the WPA under the Olympic Committee and Foundations. Gold medals, silver medals and bronze medals are all up for grabs, as well as some very nice trophies. I'll need to get a picture of them lot to show on the stream. And we thank our partners in America with Billiards TV, and to all those that are tuning in over there, good evening. He is absolutely solid, certainly. Very nice finish. The way he dropped that bottom red in just to nudge the upper yellow away slightly and then take the one to the top, whereas, well, shows the difference in calibre really. I'd have been going into the two reds to try and just make life a little bit easier, but he's confident. You cannot knock anyone that is confident in their own game and ability. Let us know in the chat where you all are watching from. See where around the world we are reaching. Well, he concentrated too much on bringing something with the black. If Nathan's previous visits are anything to go by, this could be spelling, shall I say, trouble for Kumeshen Nadasen. And yes, pool is very simple if it's played the right way. Unfortunately, I do not play it the right way, and that's why I sit and live stream and broadcast pool events around Europe and various other Q sports, and I'm not out in the middle of the arena. Well, kind of touched there, saying, well, what can you do with these 5 balls on the table? Here we go. Sabusia is here. I can see that smile from a mile away. I think he's jumping in the commentary box. Here we go. Oh, no, right. Well, this may be a familiar voice to a lot of people that are tuning in from South Africa.
Hello. Sam, how you doing, my mate?
Not too bad yourself.
All good. Greetings to everybody joining the stream. We are live from Bridlington.
Certainly.
Cold.
Very cold Bridlington, yes, you're right on that one. Yeah, and from here on out until next year, it's only going to get colder by the day it goes. So I think you'll be glad you'll be going back to South Africa very soon.
We counted the days. Can't wait to escape this low budget weather. Goodness gracious, 5-1.
Yes, Nathan Gambino has not given Nadasen a sniff, really. There was the opening frame. Unfortunately, Kumeshen had, you could say, tweaked to Blackball. He had it as nice and straight as possible, but, you know, a cue across the ball and a miss, and from there on, well, Nathan Gambino's just really ran out, and it then opens up shots like that where you give it a bit of a lash.
Yeah, it was kind of hit and hope kind of
definitely.
shot, because the black was in a very compromised position there.
Yep. Sonia says hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, Sonia. Sonia has become the media guru in South Africa, sharing anything and everything Q-Sport related, and she's doing a fantastic job. I hope she just gets the following that she deserves for all the work that she's doing. But if it's worth anything, I just want to tell her that her efforts are being noticed and appreciated. Yeah. With that foul, I think we are looking at a 6-1 score coming up. These two were playing earlier on in the doubles, and Kumeshen and no, they were not playing in the doubles.
No,
Actually,
I think it was
Nathan,
Williams and Williams. Weren't it? Yes, I can remember reading that score out earlier on.
Yeah, so in this World Championship, I don't know if you've picked it up, Sam, there's a bone to be picked between France and South Africa. You know, all the matches between France and South Africa are extremely tense.
Yes, they are. I would say I would know the reason why a lot of it is, you know, there's two just 100% different cultures of pool. You know, you've got a very, how can you put it? methodical style. You know, I've said this about a lot of the French players that I've seen. It's very methodical, it's very rigid, it's almost like it's been taught into them on a national scene because they're all playing the same way. It's like watching a football team or synchronized swimmers.
Definitely. I don't know what you know about the French Federation and how they run their pool there, but there's a very strict protocol that is followed by everybody. There's training camps that are arranged, particularly for the juniors.
Yeah.
And you can pick it up from the way that they play, whether you're watching the under 23s or whether you're watching the opens or whether you're watching the seniors or whether you're watching the masters, even the grandmasters. There's a very systematic way of playing, which is extremely good, and that does not really leave much room for creativity. It's just methodical, as you say.
Exactly. Personality isn't going to be there, and there isn't going to be any flair or anything like that. Equally though, in a game where it's about a lot of pool events are based over teams. If you're wanting to be the best of the best, sometimes you have to find a method that works, and you can't just say that France is the nation because, as you say, South Africa definitely have the talent there for it. But the opposite side of the spectrum is South Africa. Well, the personalities are galore in terms of the dancing, the chanting, the cheering.
Are you poking at me again, Sam? I saw you showing my face when I was sleeping.
Yours is sleeping. Yeah, that's your personality trait. It's
lovely.
These late nights and lack of sleep is definitely a reason, and straight after the many hours of travelling I expect.
Yeah. Look, I mean, if it's worth anything, if you look at the shirts, none of the French shirts have people's names on them.
No, they don't.
But everybody, all the other teams, they've got people's names on them.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that augurs well with your submission earlier on, that personality is not necessarily celebrated in the French pool culture. It's all about this is what we need to do and this is how we need to do it. And France is the name that's more important than any other name.
Yeah.
Therefore, we do it like that. Whereas with every other country, there's room for personality.
Yeah.
And pool being a combination of individual sport as well as team sport, I think it should allow for a little bit of personality and expression and all of that.
It definitely should be needed. It certainly wouldn't help having the TV exposure and things like that, and when it comes across, I would imagine, and please, if there's anyone from the French camps listening, I would suspect there is media training as well behind that, because later on in the week we are going to be doing a lot more player interviews, and when it gets down to the nitty-gritty side of the knockouts, we have more time to talk to the players. So me personally, I'm going to find out whether they have, because straight away, as soon as they're in front of a microphone, we're going to know. And to me, I admire that kind of commitment to the pool game, and that's because I have a high passion for it. But equally, I personally couldn't do it, because I do like to have a bit of a dance and a little bit of a chant and But I would play for my badge and my name as much as anyone else.
Yeah.
Seniors doubles.
Let's see how
Parker
Nathan goes about this.
Bigwood and Cadell. Parker Sedgwick, Bigwood and Cadell. Table 18.
Good shot. Very safe. I think because the score is 5-1.
Yes.
It sort of puts a little bit of pressure on Kumeshen.
Yes.
So he's gonna try and play it safe as well. Whereas if the score was 1-1, he would have tried to pot the ball.
Yeah, that's it. Once again, your frame management, it totally changes. He had his couple of what I call anger management shots. You have a little bit of a lash. And the same, do that if you're behind. You get it out of your body. If you still had that mindset, well, that yellow there would have been probably too cushioned into the top right hand thing, and you just take what you get.
Yeah.
However, where he has left the white ball has given Nathan Gambino a massive chance here too.
I think at this level, any way you leave your opponent, as long as they've got an opportunity to hit a ball, you are in trouble.
Yes. Yes, certainly.
You were talking about having interviews later on,
yes.
and I couldn't help but want to pose this question to you. How do you hope to do that? Because it's been very challenging to talk to the French because they don't speak much English.
Yeah, so there has been a couple of people that are willing to either translate or do the actual interviews in French, and we still put it out there. And it's about, for us and the media work, what we want to do, it's trying to put it from everyone's point of view and how they like the venue, the competition, Bridlington. Other than the obvious, it's cold, it's rainy.
It's very cold, it's raining, but it's hot on the table. So some of these games are really, really keeping us warm.
And it's getting tense out there now, you can feel it, and funny enough, I talk to the management here and the staff, and they're saying, they're walking in and thinking, it's a bit serious in here. Because a lot of people don't know about pool to this level. The proper serious side, they don't know about that. They all know that a pub has a pool table and they go down there when they've had a couple of pints of beer and a little frame between friends. And they walked in here and they thought, what's this?
Yeah.
It's a bit serious, it's a bit...
Yeah, talking about serious, it seems like a pretty much serious beating that Kumeshen Nadasen is getting from Nathan Gambino. 6-1 race to 7. Is he gonna be able to pull a comeback? It does not look like it. But anything is possible in pool.
It literally is. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
You cannot count your chickens too early. Was it your eggs? I can't remember now. It came out pretty good, but I don't know now. I'm
Sam, you've been here about a week now or so.
Yes.
Have you learned any expressions from different countries? South Africa in particular, when we'll go to other countries, but let's start there. I think that would be very interesting for our listeners and viewers to learn about you.
Well, I did very quickly learn that apples is breaks and dishes and reverse dishes and things like that. Then we progressed to how's it. And I said that's pretty easy for me because as a cricketer, I'm usually there saying how's that, so it was quite easy for me. But and then it turned into comdia, something similar to that. But I may have just absolutely butchered that looking at your face there.
Lovely. That was a fantastic break from Gambino. Looks like it's easy pickings for him, low-hanging fruit for the yellows. Should be a clearance, and that will be putting Kumeshen out of his misery. Seems to be struggling in this match, Sam.
Certainly. Them early frames, if they didn't go how they ended up going for Kumeshen, it could have been a completely different game. This is pool, this is how it happens. Other cue sports, you do get a bit longer chance to get into them on some of them. Whereas pool, it's, you blink, it's over.
And you're 6-1 down. Pretty much.
This has been going for about an hour. Nathan was 4-0 up in 30 minutes. If that.
Well, I suppose he's gonna go center and have a little kiss on the red. That should give him good position for.
Apparently, Sonia says, "Teach me about potatoes."
Oh, I must teach you about potatoes. Yeah, we were talking about apples, and
Yes.
I suppose the natural progression from that is to talk about the next food item. Being a vegetable. So in South Africa, Nathan Gambino would be called a Mazamban. So a Mazamban or a Zamban is a South African word taken out of the Nguni tribe. So when we speak of the Nguni tribes, the most famous of the Nguni tribes is the Zulus.
Yes.
That's where Shaka Zulu comes from and whatever. So the Nguni tribe call a potato Izambane.
Zamban.
Izambane, yes.
Oh,
So
Izambane.
Izambane. Yeah. So when you play very well in South Africa, we say Mazambane, as in like potatoes, right? But in the context of pool, that actually just means you are very good, right? And perhaps maybe if I can and sneak in an education there a little bit, like how does a Mazamban and pool come together? so potato is a staple meal kind of a thing, or part of the meal.
Yes.
You can use it as starch, or you can use it as the other Zulu word is isishebo. So you can literally have maize and potato, and that will be your meal all together. You know, so you could either use it as a base to a meal, or as
the actual staple.
Exactly. So when we say Mazamba, we are actually saying you are a complete player.
Right. Yes.
You could be used as a base. You could be used as a dessert. You could be used as anything really. That means you are able to do just about anything on the table. Yeah. So that's what it's called. So Mazambans. Like Sam is a Mazamban of streaming and commentary.
Well, I'll take it. I can't wait to come out with these up at the club next week when I'm playing. I've already got my red apples and my green apples ready to. I'm just going to walk up to the table and then I'm going to go sack a potato and I'm just going to launch them at it. Yeah, you're a potato. Have that.
Mazamba. All right, I'm not sure if that's a good shot because now he's left himself a very thin cut on the black full center pocket. It can go. I'm just not sure if it passes that red there.
I don't know even if camera 5 shows it. No, camera 5 doesn't.
It's quite a tricky position. It's so unlike him to leave himself in a place like that. So Sam, do you play yourself?
Yes, I do. My queue is just behind us. So I am hoping, possibly on that competition day on Saturday, we've just announced a £50 entry fee. I am. If anyone's listening and wants to, I've just set up a GoFundMe.
Guys, if it's possible, I will be behind the streaming desk, and I'll make sure that you all see Sam.
I am thinking about, because on Saturday it's going to be a lot more relaxed than it's going to be. So I am going to see if I can, with Wayne and a couple of others, have like a bit of a TikTok kind of, or you know what I mean, just like a bit of a social thing on one of the outside tables, because we are going to be keeping this one up for the competition, and there is possibly going to be some money matches.
Definitely.
One of the lads from South Africa. Ooh, where's this going?
All right.
That was a bit.
Another
that was
hit
unexpected.
and hope.
Unexpected.
Unexpected, totally unexpected, and or rather unorthodox, if one can put it. And because they're not used to playing shots like that, it came out the way it did because it's like I don't even know what I'm doing. I must just hit the ball and make sure that I don't commit a foul. You know. But this is how matches turn. They turn on their heads because of a shot like that. Because that was an easy finish for Nathan Gambino any other day, but he overran his position on the black and he found himself in the bush. I think Kumeshen is probably going to play a safety now, red off the cushion and run the white on the long cushion.
I heard one earlier as well, the reference with Snooker, sleeping.
Lala.
Yeah, Lala. They were like the thing of squeeze and the chance loading and things. Chance loading's a good one because I can say that and everyone will know. So my next match I will be I'll be sat there, I'll be choking. You know, usually you choke your cue, don't you, when there's no... I'll be there going, oh, there's a chance loading here.
Yeah. You know what we say in South Africa? A chance is a chance. So there's no half chance, there's no three-quarter chance. A chance is a chance. So
if you're at the table,
yeah,
there's 6 pockets on a table,
yeah,
or there is some way to produce a snooker or anything.
definitely.
There has to be.
Definitely. That's why we say a chance is a chance, and when you get a chance, you better best do good with it.
Well, the one cushion escape. Well, he's gone rail to rail.
Very good.
It's a bit in a better position here, but you could more or less guarantee where this white ball
Yeah,
will
Kumeshen
end
will
up.
probably play long and keep the white behind the 2 reds.
Yeah, you've got to obviously...
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you had to be careful of that.
Okay. Kind of worked hard for him. And what makes it good is that it's no longer a snooker. He can see the black.
Yeah.
So he can't call a snooker, which means after contact he would have to touch the cushion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here I'd be looking at 2 cushions and actually playing this shot that he's looking at here. 2 cushions, half ball off this red. And well, it's going to fly over near the middle pocket.
I don't think he's playing 2 cushion. He's going to the cushion right next to the black
Oh, is it?
with a probably
do you
deep
think-
right
Ooh.
and cut the black off against the red for the center pocket.
Yeah, so I was thinking 2 to try and more naturally.
But he can see the red. He can see the red, so he can't call a total.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you probably go.
Yeah, he's going to go one with a lot of
yeah,
right hand side.
Yeah. All right. That didn't go well, but it was a good
Wow.
try.
Tied a couple of reds up there, but
He'll play to free one of the reds and keep the white behind the one other red. What do you call this in English pool? In South Africa we call it touch. Like you playing like snookering and like a very technical
Boring.
frame. You call it boring?
I do.
Lovely.
No, it's just a tactical frame.
Yeah.
We're not as creative as you guys might, sounds of it. Break and dish, reverse dish.
Come on now, Lighty. Do you know what Lighty means? Have you heard the guys
I've
going
seen
around
it.
say, come
Yeah.
on, Lighty?
Yeah, I've seen it, I've heard it,
Okay,
but-
so yeah, that's another word that's popular within the pool fraternity in South Africa.
Yeah.
So Lighty is derived from one of the 12 official languages in South Africa. Came out of the snooker very well
Right.
there. Called Afrikaans.
Yes.
Also known as the youngest language in the world. So yeah, there's a language called Afrikaans that is part of the 12 official languages in South Africa.
Right, yep.
So the word Lighty means young boy
Right.
in that language. But in the context of pool, it could easily or loosely be translated to player.
Yes.
So come on, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
instead
yeah,
of saying,
exactly.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Come on,
man. So
Lighty.
it's like, yes, Lighty. Come on, Lighty. Kind of a thing. And it's a very popular expression within the South African pool fraternity.
Yeah, it adds a bit of personality to things once again.
Yeah.
So, here's one then. So when someone misses an easy shot, for example, one of the references we would use, well, maybe not in a professional scene or in a but we would probably either get a wet floor sign and put it and say,
Slippery.
get the mop and bucket out, mop and bucket to table 28, please, or, it's got a different postcode on it.
Yeah. I think you guys are very polite.
Well, that's the ones that I can say on the microphone.
But there's a word
That's
that
a
we
nice shot.
that's not such a good shot. I think
is
we
it
can
from
see a
this
little bit
left?
of the black to have a very fine cut.
Oh, you're thinking cutting across and
Yeah.
bottom right?
Yeah. He can try. I just don't know if he's going to be able to generate enough pace for
That's what I was
the black to
thinking.
go.
And then the white ball's just travelling
Yeah, it's
to
just-
anywhere.
Yeah.
You may as well spin the wheel and just see what's going to happen.
Yeah. So in South Africa, if you miss a shot, an easy shot, we call you a fish.
Yes, everyone's saying that, a fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would go in like
So a
fish
bucket.
fish out of water.
Yeah.
He's twitched that one. Yeah, that's
So basically, it's like you're a fish on the table. So
Yes. You're flapping.
you're not in your natural element.
no.
In the wrong place. Yeah. Sam, a lot of people are enjoying your coverage and your streaming and your commentary. How long have you been doing this?
Well, first off, thank you. It means a lot. It's never easy just to sit here and try and talk, but I have to give that back to the people that have joined in with the interactions on the chats, because that makes it a lot more easier, as people have found out. I'm not necessarily the one to go through ball-by-ball commentary. A lot of that is just because, my ability, these guys are representing the country. Is that the
was such a
representative of fish?
terrible mistake. Yeah, that's a fish shot. Oh goodness, if you can check his face now.
Yeah, we had one
tells
earlier, and
tells you a lot about how he feels about that shot and what it means. He knows what it means. Kittens.
yeah, kittens, yes.
Yeah.
So about 8 years ago I started, and I just started with a webcam and a laptop. Simple things really, and like with anything, if you've got a passion for it, you keep investing. And
Can you believe that?
wow,
Whoa. You can't even say that's pressure because he's 6-1 up and that was a shot to just
plop in.
Now we've set kittens and it looks like it was a kitten razor.
This could be a massive swing.
Yeah. Could being the operative word.
Yes. I was trying to capture Nathan's reaction to that shot, as we all guessed that it was going to hang up short. Or if you're lucky, it hang up short or hang up long.
Yeah, he
He's
didn't
in the
play
middle.
that well. He didn't play that well. But I mean, if he makes the cut in the center pocket, he
He's
goes
coming natural
2,
round.
3, 4 cushions.
Christophe
Yes.
Egberto, Daphne
Oh
Hughes.
yes, we've got a match.
Masters singles.
We've got a match.
Don't try from that down.
If you look at Gambino, he knows that he should be celebrating now, but he's delayed his victory, if that is for certain. But Kumeshen Nadasen is nowhere near being a fish as a player. He might have fish shots in him, but he's nowhere near being a fish, and we
Well,
might be seeing a comeback, maybe. Yeah,
doesn't everyone have a fish shot every now and again?
we all
Or would
do.
be robots?
Speaking of robot, there is the robot in the venue. Christopher Lambert.
Yes.
I believe his nickname is the robot.
Well, oh no, it's like there was 2 errors there from Kumeshen. First off, he slap racked himself. Second, the white ball has just found that middle pocket like a rat down a drain pipe.
Beautiful expression. He's playing golf, putting the white ball in.
Or billiards.
Oh, you're playing billiards, yeah. Probably in the wrong sporting code.
Yes. Yeah, robotic certainly is. He was on stream last night against Martin and I can't think who he's partnering. South Africa.
Matiz, Sean
Yes,
Matiz. Yeah.
Matiz, yes.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of shots that Christian Lambert was missing that was uncharacteristic. I don't know if that was just how, pairs can make that happen. You're trying to be too accurate for your partner and things happen. But yeah, he's certainly very robotic in his mannerisms and approach to the table.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot. I'm not sure if that white passes the black for the two reds in the pocket. And I'm not sure if it does pass, if it passes at the right angle. Because it sort of kind of needs to cut the one red into the one that's in the pocket.
So a couple of people have mentioned that the steady frames that have happened from Kumeshen snookering will have possibly just tilted Nathan's potting ability to a certain degree. I think, he certainly wouldn't have just absolutely killed it off. And someone said about...
What's that about? Ndungi Selo. I think you're better off commenting on the match rather than me blocking you. You know why I blocked you. I don't have time to entertain you. But I'm here now. You can catch my entertainment for free on TYP stream. Thanks to Sam.
What a pleasure it is.
Thank him for that. Otherwise, I'd block you again. Yeah, South Africa is such a beautiful country. The nickname is the Rainbow Nation.
Yes.
Because we've got all sorts of people in our country, accommodative of all kinds of people, and because of that, it's how you manage the rainbow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Certainly. How you eat the rainbow and how you manage the rainbow.
Like they say, there's a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow. Not necessarily in South Africa.
Is that just all the gold?
You might just find a bucket of something else.
A bucket of sand.
Yeah. And the weather here, how have you found it? I mean, you are English and...
I live here.
Yeah.
This is my hometown.
My goodness gracious, Lord, what have you guys done to the Lord to deserve this?
I think our local shops are very happy with you guys, though, because I would imagine... Oh, that's a clever shot. I would imagine you've gone to the shops and emptied the coat racks and the jacket racks.
Look, I think we came a bit prepared, and we were told that it's going to get cold, and we just kind of...
You've certainly made the local club laugh at times, because the Kumeshen is my local club. And on the very first night, there's a few locals in there that was saying, why is the South Africans come in with 2 coats on, woolly hat and gloves, and they are playing pool wearing them? I said, well, poor lads and lasses have just come from a country where it's middle 20s, probably low 30s.
Yeah.
And here it's, well, if you're lucky, it's just about hitting 10 degrees, but it's the wind generally that makes it very much colder, especially with, we're next to the North Sea. That brings everything in. And
but just one more question while we watch Nathan try to squeeze. I don't know if that ball really goes. It's such a difficult shot he's trying to go for. Obviously, if he makes it, then it's game over. But
it was going hard.
He had to get a kiss. That's 1D Lemsani. 2 is just a number, he says. Come on, man. Come on, Kumeshen. On any given day, Nadasen will clear this table. But this is the World Championship, and
does the black go? Yes, it does. It does go, so that...
I doubt if it goes. If it goes, you'd have to cheat the pocket a bit.
I think you can get pretty much majority of it in cleanly. It's hit that well, digging down, it's always a difference.
These pockets are not forgiving though. If you don't get it inside the jaw, you pretty much out in the woods.
Yes, yeah, especially the middle pockets, they have a bit of a tendency just to be a little bit bouncy at times, you know, whether that's the bottom or the actual back of the pocket. Obviously not as tight as Russian billiard pockets or, you know, even the Chinese 8-ball pockets. But, yeah, they're, you have to be accurate and you have to be neat.
Yeah.
And that's on the Strachan 861, which is, for a lot of people, still a slidey cloth. It's, you know, yes, it's grippy, but it is slidey, and compared to other cloths on the market, this cloth, for us, makes the pockets slightly bigger.
Yeah. I think that's a very confusing kind of a description of this cloth, and that's the nature of it, because it is slidey,
yes,
but it is gripping.
Yes.
Kumeshen, what have you done? What have you done?
If this black, which I looking at my angle and how many years I've had to sit behind this angle, I think it's fine. I don't think much has to be done here other than just bring the white into a nice position. A nice position he has found.
He has to get it right. He has to get it right. He has to take his time. He has to breathe. Stroke through the white. Yeah, definitely. And 6-3. Gambino. 2 frames. Literally begging for him to finish them. And he's giving them away. What are your thoughts, Sam, on that?
Well, I thought it was over and out when Nathan Gambino had the black to the top right. Well, he was getting ready for the next stream.
Yeah.
Getting ready to write the next names in the graphics and everything. But, look, pool's a funny old game. A couple of racks here and a couple of racks there. It changes momentum. You relax a little bit, you know. And also the thing is now, it sounds daft, but Kumeshen could be thinking, well, whatever happens now.
Yeah. Can I teach you another word?
Go on.
To add to your vocabulary.
Yes.
In South Africa, when we squeeze,
Yes.
yeah, we say siaminya.
Siamia.
Yeah, siaminya, which means we are squeezing. You know.
Yeah.
So there's so much squeezing happening in South Africa right now that I think it's affecting Gambino. Siaminya. Yeah.
There we go. We're getting there. I'm becoming less Yorkshire by the second. There's going to be some small Yorkshireman here coming out with some South African linguistic.
Come on now, huh?
I've gone from saying "hey up cocker" and "hey up duck."
There's
Siamina.
Siaminya. There's the crowd is increasing around the arena here,
It
right?
certainly is.
Yeah, everybody want to see
Everyone wants to see
what's
where
happening.
the noise is coming from, and when they come over and see that it's 6-3, they'll be thinking, well, what's all the noise about then? But, you know, 2 frames back, anything can happen.
Sonia says we're turning you into a South African, not a South African, South African with an accent. Sonia,
Hey up.
beautiful, beautiful.
I'll get on a flight any day at week to come and experience different cultures, especially in Q Sports. Loved it.
Yeah,
The time that I had in Austria with World Billiards, that was quite an experience. Just see different cultures, different clubs, how things operate. You know, a different one for me would be playing on a union table.
Yeah.
You know, to me, they're like part snooker table, part pool table. You know, the flat edged and it's been a long time since we've had tables where they've been flat
Yeah.
on the edge. And
Yeah. This is gonna be a long frame.
I think this is a telltale sign of how the mood is in the arena. It's weird how the pool gods work. If, obviously this was Nathan's break, I always say, and I always find this in my own game, so I'm not just saying it because of what's happened, but if you're starting to feel a little bit negative or a little bit, pressure, your breaks don't, because you're not timing the ball as well on the breaks and things like that, they don't split, so that turns into a scrappy frame.
Yeah.
So then you're getting bogged down, as we'd say, and you start beating yourself up over the last shot three frames ago. Obviously, maybe if the national scene in France, they might have a special medication that erases all that from your head, and you're just focusing on the next frame. But this break, to me, is a telltale sign that 2 frames has gone to his opponent. When frames beforehand, the same break was generating glorious splits and the easiest runouts you could think of.
Yeah. Look, I think at this point, psychologically, Gambino is probably sitting there thinking, I shouldn't be here.
Yes.
Whereas Kumeshen says, I am here and I'm going to make the most of it.
It literally is that, yes. You can just think, right, well, to be perfectly honest, I should have been back in the hotel or the Airbnb, watching whatever, hopefully this, well, not this match, but hopefully, and having some dinner, but, instead he's still sat there. More and more friends are coming to join him as they see things, and especially being able to see it on the big screen, it brings others over as soon as they've finished.
Sam, with Sonia asking me to bring one of the tables home, do you care maybe to share with us, plus minus, how much is a Supreme table in pounds?
So, the ones that I actually have for sale through my friend, we have been selling them for £1,100. Now, that is a free play, and that's just basically like one of these. It's free play, so it just rolls straight back to the racking, what would you call it? Yeah, racking tray, racking box. Let's have a look, see what it is in rands.
Yeah, well, if you use 25, that's
25,388 rand according to Google.
Yeah, and that does not include shipping. Doesn't include tax, custom, all of that. Yeah, pretty much a expensive exercise.
Yeah, it turns into an expensive exercise, yes.
Lovely. But they are a delight to play on. A little bit smaller than our tables.
Yeah, I did notice. I have started seeing a lot more of the tables that you're using. So it seem a lot wider in terms of the framework. The actual wood used, and they're a lot bulkier.
Ooh, is that a foul?
Wow. If it's not touching now,
Yeah, not a foul.
I can zoom in and have a look, and obviously also. Yeah, that's
Looks like a touch.
It's touching cushion there. But like we said, this could be a frame that we could come back to in 20 minutes and still be in a situation like this.
Definitely. All right, so Sam, if anybody wants to do what you are doing, I mean, you've got world-class equipment here. I wish we could take a picture of what's happening here and share it with everybody. But I'll definitely do that and share it on my page.
Go for it, yeah.
But I mean, you've got that screen that's just hitting on the commentary, and you've got a mixer. You've got the screen that's giving you the cam. How many cameras do you have in total?
So we have 8 here this week. We've got 2 in our interview room to the right of us, with the lighting equipment and the teleprompter. So when we write scripts, we can see it. But when we're looking at these scripts, we are also looking at the camera. So instead of looking down at the phone and things, we're always in line. Obviously on the main table, we've got 3 cameras here. On table 2, we've just got the one looking there, and then there's a couple of cameras up on the balconies, just so we can have a nice atmospheric view of the Bridlington Spa and where we are at.
Lovely. So if I mean you told us earlier on that you just started with a laptop and a
Webcam.
Webcam, and you've built up to this world class. I mean, there's stuff here. There's streaming deck with numbers there, and there's here.
So behind the scenes here, we have got in front of us stream decks, and they are these are brilliant little machines. So behind them are all just little LCDs, and you can put whatever you want on them.
Lovely.
So the one to your far right is for the referee if there is ever a shot clock. So the reason for that is because we would like to inform players people at home that there is a shot clock. So that will automatically change the scoreboard to bring up the timer, everything else. The one here, this one controls all the graphics. So if I press and hold that one, it changes all the buttons to the scores and the colours. Wow. This machine here controls my 2 robotic cameras, my PTZs. So obviously, if we turn this one around, all the way around, it might be a little bit zoomed in at the minute.
Trying to turn it all around.
It will come round.
Oh, look at us.
It's a little bit. There we go. And if we show everyone at home now, they can see us. There it is.
Lovely stuff. Goodness gracious.
So that one controls everything there. And then this one on the left, as you just seen there, this is all my button switching and camera switching, and also the replays and things that we do.
Yeah.
Laptop over there is controlling the TVs and all the graphics that you can see in the arena. Obviously the big screen, the interview area, and then the laptop right behind us. That's for all my social media stuff.
Wow.
And it looks like Team Ireland have just beaten Team France in a pairs match. They're rather delighted with that.
Wow. Fantastic stuff.
You'll have just heard.
I mean, everybody loves winning, but I think everybody loves winning against the French.
That was certainly a big cheer. It came through while I was trying to think about what I was next going to say, and it took me off my stride a little bit there.
Right. It's going to happen here.
But yeah, so like I said, that's the fundamentals of the setup. Everything else on the software side of things is all just, well, absolutely different.
Yeah. Kumeshen is going to have to exercise a little bit of patience here because that shot did not go as well as he would have loved it to. Yeah, it's more like it. Force Nathan Gambino into an active drive to sort out this frame.
So, my friend, after us putting ourselves on the stream, is watching at home. He's obviously recognised your face and he's put, well, at least he's not asleep.
Guys, you know the truth is, I was sleeping for literally 10 seconds.
Oh, it was
and
quick.
Sam got me, and I woke up immediately after that. But yeah, I will be coined the sleepiest of the tournament. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Look, I mean, I suppose Gambino does not have to chase the frame.
No, this is it.
You know?
But
Yeah.
the longer this goes on, the less balls have been potted, and then that means that it's basically a mental reset that's going to need to take place. It can work two ways.
He could now plunge the yellow onto the red.
Table 2 in the seniors doubles. Green and Delaney, Bowers and Williams. Green and Delaney, Bowers Williams. Table 2.
Almost got the snooker right there, which would have forced Gambino to put the ball in the
one
pocket.
over the bag, and then that would have really changed things. Thing is here,
Now
could he actually pop this one over the bag though and pop it out off the jaw?
That's what he needs to do, but because the frame is so tight, he wants to be safe in doing so.
Yeah.
But I think that's
So
what
he
he's
is
going
just
for
coming
now.
into.
Yeah. No, he must. Oh, he's gonna play another safety.
Yeah, he's going to play another safety, so he's just going to touch into it.
But Kumi could play the red that's on the push
Yep.
and leave the one. He doesn't have an angle for that, so. Who has the patience?
This is literally it. And in the under 23 section, now whenever you see anything about patience, we often attach that to the older generation. So to see two younger players going at it like this, well, makes it an interesting frame for sure. And
Is Kumeshen going to fight the bullet and go for a cannon?
now we've been going for what you could say is 37 minutes longer than what we all anticipated when Nathan had the chance to pop the black to the top right hand pocket. And it's amazing to think that that was over half an hour ago.
Sam, being a professional that you are in what you're doing, coming into this tournament, did you have your favorites? And has that changed after seeing what you've seen in the last few days?
Yes and no. It's a weird one. I would say that I never try and call out-and-out favourites or out-and-out winners, because I just don't think that's fair, because, you know, in order to be here, you have to have been to a certain level anyway, you know, for the most part. Obviously, the two nations straight away, it's going to be France and South Africa straight up there, and I'm not just saying that because you are sat there, and obviously a lot of people that I've got to get to know from South Africa. We did say this at the very start of our opening show on Friday night. Are we trying to read some of these comments here?
Yeah, I think Kumeshen's shot has just left him in the bush there.
So I think, you know, and I could say this across every section. I think it was just all I had was France South Africa final, and I know that is so bland to say. You know, you're not picking out certain teams to go and win. But I just know how quickly these team events and even individuals can just flip on its head. Witnessed too many roller coasters of matches in my previous years to just make it.
This might be the shot that takes us to the end, because he doesn't have a shot on the two reds.
Let me see if I can have a look at something.
I think he needs to try and play the red that's next to the black, because even if he plays the one that is closer to the white ball, he's opening up the frame.
Yeah.
Which is something that he does not.
He's now
do.
looking at that. Yeah. He has to just give this a try.
He has to.
He's got the hit.
Definitely. Good shot. Good shot. Just delays the frame a little bit more. And while Gambino is trying to force Kume into submission,
Yes.
he might end up making a mistake.
Yep.
And giving Kumi a shot on the red that's in the middle of the table to
develop.
move the white ball and
Yes.
develop, the pocket in the corner.
100%.
So whatever he does, he needs to bear that in mind. But this can also finish it up if he's brave enough to do it. Oh yeah, you see what I was talking about? If
So
Kumi,
now there is a chance here.
yeah, there's a big,
Just a
big chance.
trace of
Big,
left-hand
big chance.
side. You don't need to do... Oh, I'm shocked he's not going for it. Really shocked. I think this is... That's the sign that
he
a
should
ball
have.
hasn't been potted in 10, 15 minutes. Because straight away your mind goes to a safety.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
if that was in open play, you'd just potted a ball and landed there, straight away you'd be looking at cutting the red into the left middle and coming off the top rail.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Massive target,
Yeah.
absolutely massive. And the artistic pool community there would have been looking at that thinking, oh, it's in your book.
Definitely.
We've been doing this for the last 4 or 5 days,
Definitely.
It was-
Ooh, there's another chance again.
right, here we go.
There's another. But
Now
this
it's a
one
lot
is not-
thinner.
Yeah.
It's a lot thinner, and you cannot play this with screw to get into it. That shot before was the one.
Yeah,
and
it was.
this is where if it was an interview after, that would be the main question. What was... Well, I'll tell you something, that's not the worst of positions to put that red.
Definitely. We are in for a treat to see how this frame unfolds.
I had to translate that just to fully see it, Adrian, but
Yeah. For sure.
yes, Brew has been teaching me a little bit of Afrikaans
And Zulu.
and Zulu. Yes.
You now know Mazamba.
Can't wait to be coming out with these in the club, honestly.
Yeah. And Siamia.
I'll just call everyone a fish. That'll be easier.
What a fish. There we go. There we go. There we go. He's trying to
I'm
go.
shocked he's done it now.
There we go.
Like that could have not happened.
That was close. One
thing
or
is-
two shots late.
Go on. Yeah, it certainly was 1 or 2 shots late, and the reason I can say this with confidence is because behind us is IPA professional Alan Robinson, and I heard him through my headset him talking about that at this point the Yellows was in a position where all it was going to do was just stick, and that's what happened. It's certainly unlucky. You wouldn't just say that was... Wow, what's he doing here? Chance here for Nathan.
Nathan must just be brave and go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 shots
Honestly
too late.
speaking. Yeah. Yeah. He had a chance
And-
to do that early on.
The crazy thing is, he's obviously confident in doing it because he absolutely nailed the cannon.
He did. He did.
But just with how the balls ended up being too close in touching, there was no transfer of power and
And the angles were also
yes.
altered a bit. Yeah.
People back home have to remember that the crazy thing is with these corner pockets is the actual lip to drop can actually be quite significant.
You know, in South Africa, this shot is quite possible. If he hits the red deep into the cushion
Yep.
and it hits the yellow that's in front,
Yes.
it could cannon off the yellow that's at the back to go in and follow the one in front.
Oh, right. Yeah. So a normal skill shot,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
using the yellow as a bit of a guide. Yes.
Yeah. I suppose having played trick shot the
Would
sweet.
the thing is, would you want to do that when 6-3 down?
No.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind doing it when I'm 1-0 down or 0-0, but or 6-3 up.
Here's another chance for Gambino to finish.
Table 13.
He's had 3 chances.
Now we
He's
have
gonna be
Debbie
taking the third one.
Maributhu
Or not.
and Pranessa Odaya.
Commentator's case, if he doesn't take this frame, he'll probably lose the match.
Please, I mean, the rest and the Spider are only here, mate. You know, they're not far. They're there to use. I know they're not everyone's best friend. They're certainly, I've had to learn to get to use them. But this is quite a spectacular wave.
Yeah.
He's controlled that well with a sitting
Beautiful.
cross-legged on the table and controlling that.
Beautiful.
And this top yellow will just fall into this left middle. Wow, this is a dot-to-dot book, really, now.
Yeah, he must not overthink it.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
But, you know, an extra 1 or 2, 3 second thought process here to us may look like a different plan of actions coming into mind, but I would probably guess that all this is doing is just confirming, yep, that's the route that I want to take.
Yeah. Needs to play with controlled pace, because if he's not careful, that white ball could land
Behind the red and black, so he's hit it well.
Right, that worked out for him.
Yes,
That
he's
worked out
hit it
for
at a
him.
good pace there. If he hit it soft,
Yeah.
trying to be too just, you know, a bit of
Too careful.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd have been stuck behind the black.
It's true. It's true. He should be okay now. Cannon into the.
You
bottom
play the
right.
plant here, don't
Yeah.
you? Or do you play the one over the back? How do you guys take it?
I'd play the plant first.
I never like leaving a plant last. But he's decided to just come
around.
back. Yeah, that's fair
I
enough.
suppose that's a good shot, because then it allows him to use that yellow.
Yeah, to manipulate to get onto
get the
the black.
position that he wants for the black.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful thought process. Yeah. When it's like that, as opposed to it being deep into the pocket, it's
Yeah.
easier to decide
just
what
to-
you want to do with
exactly
it.
that one. Yeah, you can just push it to the left or to the right, however you want it. Well,
Hey Rishi, I'll finish you when I come back. Beautiful. Ooh. Almost overran it like
Wow.
three frames ago, but he should be okay though. And he has the red in the pocket for safety.
exactly that
Yeah.
one. You know,
He just needs to
just
focus on potting.
focus on the pot.
Yeah.
I know this is probably 45 to 50 minutes later than anticipated, and probably later than Nathan wanted it to go after having that opening opportunity. However, Nathan Gambino goes through to round 2 here at the BI.
Bang, the French say. Lovely match to watch.
It certainly was, and it was terrific to go and commentate over it. I think the tactical side was quite interesting to watch, because, like I say, it's very rare that it comes out like that in a youth game. I say youth, you know, it's under 23s, but I don't know many under 23s that decide to play safety frames and control things like that. No. Credit to Nathan Gambino, that was a solid performance. Obviously, it was, that was the camera angle that I was trying to show, but I don't know what I'm doing here now. Let's go back to that one. There we go. And that is the Bridlington Spa here in England, 28 tables that you can see. I'm guessing you've been upstairs on the balcony?
I've been upstairs. It's such an incredible arena that we find ourselves in. Fantastic tables in supreme condition. You know, very beautiful, and extremely pleasant to experience. Lovely match we just watched, ladies and gentlemen, with Kumeshen Nadasen bowing out to Nathan Gambino of France.
Yeah, thank you for joining. It's been great to have you in, and I know maybe it was not quite the introduction you wanted to have on the stream, was a sleeping spell, but hey, I'm sure it's made many people laugh back home for you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you found a good use for me now instead of sleeping, so I find myself behind the mic.
No, good, and I really hope we can have you in again at some point, and thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me, and thanks everybody at home. Hope you continue following us. The boys and the girls are doing very well, and your support is just steering them on.
Yeah,
Sam is doing a fantastic job bringing you action for action, frame to frame, session to session.
Cheers.
And we hope you've enjoyed the stream and the World Championships so far. I bow out, the coolest Zulu man you'll ever know. Thank you. So that is the name.
Thank you. Well, what a terrific experience that was. I'm sure we'll be catching up very shortly. And as always, Sam Jones here, and you are watching the 2024 Blackball World Championships, sanctioned by the WPA and under the Olympic Committee Foundations. We would like to, as always, thank our sponsors and our partners. Supreme Tables by IQ, the Strachan 861 powder blue cloth, and the Smart Rack by 8 Ball Direct, and also Aramith. East Riding of Yorkshire Council, the Bridlington Spa, and Visit East Yorkshire. This has been a TYPLive production. My name is Sam Jones, and as always, we are available to hire across all networks of sports and events you may have, and available to hire throughout UK and Europe. We will be back shortly with our next matchup as soon as it gets announced. Those that are watching on Billiards TV, make sure to stick around. We'll be back soon.
And on table 22, Yusra Belastri, Trish Beavers. Yusra Belastri, Trish Beavers, table 22.